What's up guys, my name is Seth, you're watching Petro 360. This is my new Alpha-Tig 201XD and I had to fix it today. Find out why. What's up guys, like you saw in the last video, I did get the new 2019 Alpha-Tig 201XD by AHP welders. I've been using it for a little bit, trying to learn a little bit, and turns out the high frequency start was not working. I was having a super difficult time getting an actual arc to light. I was having to lift or scratch or just go straight full pedal and super duper close and hope it would jump. So I was kind of frustrated with it, and I don't know why. I was using it for a couple of days before I even realized that this thing's not working right. The old machine that I used to use, I'd be able to hear the actual high frequency start. With this, as soon as the arc actually fires off, it quits. But this one wasn't doing that, and it wasn't as loud either. So I guess each machine probably set up a little differently. This one's actually pretty quiet and it doesn't keep going once the arc's lit. But we're going to tear into that a little bit here in a second. We're also going to talk about new stuff that's going on with the Alpha-Tig brand and the marketing they're throwing out. But first things first, I went ahead and contacted AHP, told them like, hey, high frequency start is working on the machine. They're like, oh, really sorry. Send us the serial number and here's some diagnosing things you can do in order to do it. And that all is going to have to be done underneath the hood. So first things first, we're going to rip off the hood and get a look at the inside of our brand new welder. Alright guys, so we got the hood off of the 201XD. It looks really funny without it, honestly. To be honest, I'm actually kind of disappointed. You have to pull both of the face plates off either end in order to actually take the hood off. And there's screws that come up from the bottom, so it's kind of a pain in the butt. I don't think I'm going to put the screws back in the bottom in case I have to do this again, because I'm kind of disappointed in this and I feel like this might be a normal thing. So if we dig down on this side the board and see if I can find it here again. So right there is the gap in between the actual points. So there's a spark that jumps, where's my finger at? There it is. Between this part and that jump is what is the high frequency start, and you can't see it, but there is something in between there. So I'm going to try and pull that out, see if it actually changes anything. One thing I have noticed is everything is covered in this red glue looking stuff. My guess is that it is some kind of way to make sure that stuff doesn't rattle loose in transportation or anything like that. There is a lot on those contacts, as you can see down there, and I'm not sure if that caused the issue or not. So we'll see if I can take a razor blade, push out whatever's in the center, and hopefully that'll be a quick fix, but we'll check back in and see. Okay, well I did find there was a little bit of that red goop in between the contacts. So I cleaned that off as best I could without moving them. We're going to see if that made a difference. I also cleaned off or checked all the other connections. Everything looks good, there's nothing loose. There's one plug that doesn't have anything in it, but there's like some red goop down in it, so it looks like it was supposed to be that way. So I don't know. Hopefully this will do it. It's a quick little tack. Hopefully we hear some high frequency. actually look at the contacts, see if I get anything. Seemed to work that time. Well, dang, that was actually a super easy fix. I was honestly expecting this to be a huge issue and I would have to like send the machine back to AHP or something like that. But it turns out some of that red goop that they glue the connectors with ended up falling down onto the connectors, onto the contacts between the high frequency nodes. I'm not sure how it works. I don't know how much of any of this works, but I know about the gap that needs to be in there. So I cleaned it off and there it goes. So at first I didn't think it was working because the Miller machine that I used to use would have like 3 seconds worth of high frequency, you know, buzz for 3 seconds and then it would go steady. This seems to, you know, high frequency start as soon as you have an arc built, it shuts it off, which is really nice, but I didn't think it was working because, you know, arc was striking and I couldn't hear anything. I was listening for the audible, but then ended up turning around, you know, holding my tungsten here and physically looking at the, you know, the gap, and sure enough, it was arcing back and forth, and I was like, well, dang, maybe it was working the whole time. So then ended up bringing it further back and further back and further back, and every single time it was striking. So before, I'd have to be right next to it in order to get it to go, or I'd have to scratch or lift. I was lifting, but I'm awful at that because I don't know what I'm doing. So this is going to be a huge, huge, huge advantage. So I think I just got unlucky and they weren't watching and they dropped some glue down on it from the connector above. I can see, literally see where it dripped down from the connector above, so it's not that big of an issue. So I'm going to go ahead and put the hood back on and then we're going to talk about some of the other stuff that's been going on with the welder. Well, I definitely think we lucked out on that one. The high frequency start was an easy fix, thankfully. So, I mean I could definitely fault AHP for the mistake, but then again, like, you know, it's an easy thing to happen, but it should have shown up if they were testing it, so I don't think I'm mad about that. I'm still pretty happy with the machine overall. Their customer service was super fast and getting back to me in my emails. I told them something was wrong with it. They said, okay, send us out the serial number, and here's like a list of things that it might be an issue with it. So obviously they have a pre-made list already ready to go, so that this issue happens a lot. Whether it's the same issue or if, you know, the screws come loose during shipping or something like that, I don't know, but, you know, that's something maybe they should look into. Overall, the welder, I'm pretty happy with it. I've been kind of frustrated with it because obviously I'm learning, I don't know what I'm doing, and having such a hard time starting an arc has added to that. So hopefully from here on, you know, I'll be able to, you know, first try, get an arc to light off and be able to walk it. It just, when you start off frustrated because you can't get it to start and you're starting off on the wrong foot anyway. So, but again, I don't know how to weld, I'm learning, so I'm gonna suck for a while, and that's why I'm trying to weld, you know, every day for 15 minutes a day or something like that. The other things I got with it, obviously, it is on a Harbor Freight cart. It does not fit, this is like their $40 one. It is too long, and it's too long back here, it actually hits the bottom. But I mean, it sits on here good. It's perfect for getting around my garage. If I had a big shop where I had to move around a lot, this obviously is not the option. I decided instead of like building something and trying to learn how to use the welder and not being able to move it and all that kind of stuff, that 40 bucks I can buy this, use it, sell it later on, or chop it up and make a 2 welder welding cart. So not too bad for what it is. Went to Airgas and got a 150 cubic feet of argon. I looked at the, I think it was the 80 cubic foot, or maybe they had like a 90 or 120. Anyways, the next size down from this is what I was going to get, but I decided after looking at the numbers, it was $50 more out the door, so it came out to be $250, but it's only $5 more per fill up. So it makes sense to just go ahead and go that one step higher. Other things, I got some cheap Amazon TIG welding gloves. this is my second set. My dog ate my first set, so pretty happy with those. They were super cheap. For tungsten, I decided to use blue. I don't know exactly which style it is. I think it's like 2 or 3% lanthanated. I'd love to tell you if it's working great or not, but I have no idea. It is working though. Other things, I decided to go ahead. I had another cheap Harbor Freight helmet, but it was not very reliable. So I looked online. It was like, you know, best $100 hoods, you know, that money can buy, and this one popped up. It's by Antra, A-N-T-R-A. So it pops up at Amazon for right at $100. It has a corny carbon fiber look, the checkered pattern, but I am super happy with it. Huge screen on the front. It has delay, darkness, and sensitivity. It took a little bit of, you know, tinkering with it to actually get it to darken. I flashed myself a couple times when I started, but now it works great. You can see tons more than I ever could with the cheap Harbor Freight one. The other thing I went ahead and got, I wasn't sure if I was going to get this or not, but I went ahead and got a kit with all kinds of, what do they call these, disposables? I don't think that's right, but all your cups and your tungsten holders, and I went ahead and got these gas lens, and they had, I think these are number 10 Pyrex. I haven't used them yet. I actually want to use them. I don't think I really need them. I think I'm using a number 7 right now. So yeah, outside of that, everything's been going really good with welder. I'm really happy with it. If you did watch my previous video where I kind of talked about what comes with the new 2019 201XD, there's been new stuff that's happened since that video. As I talked about in that video, there was a YouTube channel that showed that this new unit came with a number 9 torch, and it didn't. But since then, the AHP posted on their Instagram page a picture of the new 201XD coming with a number 9 torch. So I, commented on it like, hey, what's going on with that? Mine didn't come with one, and they had, 3 or 4 other people comment already, and then the next day, that post was gone. So I was like, okay, great. So nobody there knows what's going on, obviously. So then I think 2 or 3 days after that, posted up another one showing that, oh, it comes with a number 9 flex head, or not flex head, but swivel head, or a number 12 swivel head, or something like that. So it comes with a second torch, but it's not the one that they were saying that it came with. So I think that post is still up. I have no idea. I'm kind of wondering why anybody there, knows what's going on. Somebody's not talking to somebody else as they're posting and sending the stuff out. I'm kind of upset that the pre-ordered one doesn't come with the new stuff, that it got pushed back later. I don't know. I think that'd be something good to stand behind and be like, hey, we didn't get these with yours, contact us and we'll get you the right one, because they have my order information. They know when I ordered it. They know that it was after the date where you need to pre-order and everything. So I'm not pissed off at it. When I read the description for the actual welder I was getting, it came with the stuff that it said it was coming with. So, I knew what I was buying, but I had my fingers crossed really tight that I was going to get that number 9, because I think it'd be pretty nice. But other than that, pretty happy with it, pretty happy with AHP. They've been really responsive and then super nice. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're looking at getting the Alpha-Tig, I don't think you're going to go wrong with it. I think it's a pretty good unit for, maybe if you've welded for a while and want something to be able to weld back at home, or if you're trying to learn like I am. So hopefully from here on, there are no more issues and it is smooth sailing, and I can actually start to lay dimes pretty soon, but I guess you'll have to stick around to find out. So make sure to hit the subscribe button if you liked the video. If you thought this information was useful, then hit the thumbs up, and we'll see you guys next time.